Hello everyone! Today's look I'm starting out by using my Magique Lumi primer, and I'm basically just putting that onto my cheekbones and just the high points of my face. I don't want my whole face to be super shiny or anything, so I'm just doing that and then rubbing that in with my fingers. For my under eye concealer, I'm using a combination of these two. They are both by L'Oreal, and I'm just mixing them together on the back of my hand and applying that right underneath my eyes to conceal any dark circles or any discoloration. And I'm basically just blending that in, and I'm also putting a tiny bit of that on my eyelids as well, just to even out the color and everything and just make it look really nice. And for the rest of my face, I'm using this concealer by NYX, and I'm just applying that onto the parts of my face that are a little bit red, so basically around my nose, maybe my chin, and any blemishes that I have, and then I'm just blending that out with my fingers as well. On a daily basis, I don't like a lot of coverage, so I usually opt for a tinted moisturizer. I'm using two different colors by NARS, and I just mix them together to get my perfect shade at the moment. I dab a little bit all over my face wherever I think I need it, and then afterwards I blend it out with my fingers and make sure that it's all even and blend it out around my hairline, and I also make sure that I blend it down my neck as well. I actually usually use a buffer brush or foundation brush to blend all this in, but they're really dirty right now and I have to clean them, so you can use your fingers or a brush. And over top of that, I set it with my favorite at the moment, which is MAC's Blot powder in the shade Medium. And I just do that lightly all over my face and make sure that it's all buffed into my skin, and it doesn't look cakey at all. It just really sets your foundation or tinted moisturizer. For my eyebrows, I'm still using the NYX eyebrow marker in Deep, and this gives the most natural finish. It's so easy to use, and I do practically use this every single day. And of course, surprise surprise, I use my Essence Lash and Brow Gel, and it's just a clear one, and I set my eyebrows. Again, I do this basically every single day as well. It's one of my favorite products ever, so definitely go check that out. So then I use my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer, and I just blend that in with my fingers, and I give it a little bit to set before I put any eyeshadow on it, and it just prevents it from getting streaky or anything, but it makes it last all day. And then for the actual eyeshadow, I'm using the beautiful Naked 3 palette, and I like to keep it really simple, so I start out with the color Strange, and I just pack that onto my lid, and I also do it as a bit of a brow bone highlight. And it also helps to just kind of even out the color of your eyelids, and it's super subtle and it just kind of acts as a pretty wash of color. And then I go on with the color Limit, and that's going into my crease, and I am using the brush that the Naked 3 palette came with. And I really like this color because it does have a pink undertone, and it's a nice alternative just to a regular brown if you want to switch up your everyday makeup. And for my lash line, I'm using the Color Factory. It's a brown shimmery color, and I'm using an eyeliner brush, and this is going to be a lot less harsh than using an actual eyeliner or even a black eyeliner. And this is just going to add a little bit of definition to my lash line without looking, again, too harsh. And I kind of like to wing out the outer corners just slightly to give it a little bit more interest. And then I finish off the eyes using my blinc mascara. This is a perfect mascara for an everyday use because it doesn't flake at all throughout the entire day, and it's actually very easy to get off with just warm water. It comes off in tubes, which is kind of frightening at first, but it's really cool, and it is actually waterproof. But it's funny that it only takes warm water to take it off. I don't know how that works. And for my blush, I'm using one by NYX, and this is called Dusty Rose, and it's just a very natural, everyday kind of color. And I'm just applying that with a contour blush brush. And I'm just applying that to my cheekbones and sort of blending it out towards my hairline. I figure this gives the most natural effect because it's not just on the apples of your cheeks. And I finish off the entire look using a NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the color Eclair. Definitely one of my favorites, so you should definitely check those out if you get a chance to. They are amazing. And it is the perfect pink for an everyday kind of fresh face look. And this is the completed everyday makeup routine. I do this all the time, basically anytime I leave my house. And I hope you guys like it. And don't forget to check out my last video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video.